Hi guys, welcome to Joyful Journals. I'm Anna G. Today I'm doing a little bit of a hodgepodge of different things. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get in some actual crafting time, but I know that I wanted to go through kind of like a show and tell of some of the things that I've been purchasing over the last, I would say since the beginning of the year. And I've tried to curb my shopping sprees. You know, you watch others and you get ideas and you're thinking, I need to buy this too. But I also want to shop my stash and I want to do thrifting, but in my own house. So have any of you ever done that yourself where you've just gone in and thrifted? Look at things that you're thinking that I don't even remember buying this. I don't remember where this came from. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. And let me know if this is something that you are interested in seeing more of, because I have a whole house full of things I need to thrift through. And so let's start with this first item. This is actually something that, gosh, it's probably 20 years old, if not more, maybe 30 years old, I'm thinking. And I looked on the inside. It's actual real leather. As you can see, it's real leather. And it looks like it was handmade. See how it's got... I tried to find some kind of tag of some kind, and I just can't find one. So I'm thinking that this was something that someone had made. Like it was like maybe a custom make or something. And it's even got a zipper here on the inside. And it has got a good snap. So I was thinking, you know, these are the types of things that you would normally see people buy them like through Temu or AliExpress, and they use them to store papers and things like that. So I think I'm going to keep this and use it for that. So that was the first thing that I found out of my own. I was thrifting in my house, thrifting at my own house. The second thing I found was this, and it came with these. It must have been like an after Christmas purchase. Let's see. It says make a candy maker. We tried making candy with these, and it just was not good. And look, it says it's copyright 2000. So this is what, 26 years old now. And back then, see, it even has a Hobby Lobby sale price on there, $6.99. But I bet this was probably half off at the time. So it had some little baggies and the little straws, like to make your own lollipops. But I'm thinking I want to use this for like filling it with like clay or resin or something like that. So I'm going to keep this for Christmas time. Okay, let's see, what else did I find? Did I find anything else stashing? Oh yes, just thrifting through my own house. Let's see, here's something else that I found. Look at this. It says my favorite recipes. This came from... I don't even see where it came from. Oh, let's see. My favorite recipes to set up the self-standing cover. Hold the book. And this must be super old, because it doesn't even have like a UPC barcode of any kind. Let's see. Okay, here, this is the little thing that you use to make the stand. Okay, here we go. All right, and it's got all these pages in here. And I know everybody today uses like Google and uses like all recipes. They go to different websites to get recipes. But what happens when there's no internet, or there's no computer, or there's no electricity? Then you're going to be back to, you know, old school style. And so that's what I'm planning on using these for. I've got another one. This one's red. There was another one that was blue. And so I'm thinking about giving this to a neighbor who likes to do a lot of recipe collecting and, you know, trying out different recipes. But doesn't this look like, this looks like so 80s. But it's been in this plastic package all this time, and it must have been in a nice cool place in the house because it hasn't gotten warped, and it seems like it's still in good condition. I think this is supposed to slide in under here. If I was really wanting to like cannibalize this, I would take these pages out and use them like in other junk journals and things like that. But I think I'm going to keep this intact since it's still in pretty good condition, considering how old it is. Okay. Hi, Ms. Nan. I see you there. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for jumping on. Now, this is like a bunch of stuff that I got like everywhere and anywhere. Anything that was on sale. I try not to buy anything unless it's like on clearance, on sale, and if it's at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, I'm usually willing to pay the regular price. And so these were a couple of things I had seen. These were missing for a long time in my local Dollar Trees. But green is my favorite color. So when I saw these, I definitely had to pick these up. Let's take a look at these real quick. See, the color's a little bit different. I prefer this green to this one. But this one supposedly has like some gold foiling, or supposed to have gold foiling, but not really. I won't go through all of them, but I like the font. All scripture is inspired by God and is useful to teach us what is true. 2 Timothy 3:16. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. 1 John 4, verse 12. The eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33:27. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endureth forever. Psalms 107:1. Psalms 107, verse 1. Yeah. I don't think these are King James. I tend to study out of King James, and these were really pretty too. These have more like this has like a silver foiling to it. I've been collecting these for quite a while. See, this one says 2025. Let's see, what does this say? Yeah, 2025. So they must have had them like hiding in a box somewhere, because I hadn't seen these for a long time. I thought, oh, they got rid of them. But then I found these. Oh, these are nice. But when all goes well with you, remember me and show me kindness. Genesis 40:14. Guard my life, for I am faithful to you. Save your servant who trusts in you. You are my God. In fact, this verse 86:2. Yeah, I was going to say, this sounds familiar. I just did this in the Faith-Filled Collaging, but we were doing chapter 86, verses 1, 2, and 3. For I am faithful to you. I like this version because I know there's a couple other versions that say, for I am holy, and another one that says, for I am godly. And when I was studying that, it's like, am I godly? Am I holy? And sometimes I wonder, but I am faithful. That's something, because the Lord gives us faith. And in our reality, he gives us holiness. He gives us his holiness and his godliness, right? Not in our own strength, but in his. These are nice. These are a dark blue. The Lord loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of his unfailing love. Psalms 33:5. One more. But you are a forgiving God, gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, and abounding in love. Therefore, you did not desert them. Hi, Jamar Bailey. Oh, this is a good one too. For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies and to give you the victory. Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 4. These are nice. Of course, I don't know if you've ever seen these cards, but they have a nice weight to them. They're very thick. And you can just like slide them into your pockets in your junk journals, or in your art journals, or in your prayer journals, wherever you want to put those in. Or you can just hand them off to somebody, even people that you don't know. You just see someone, or like sometimes when you go to the store and you've got like the person who welcomes you in, and that's their primary job. Never hurts to Give them a smile, a thank you, and sometimes one of these. Okay, let's go over some more Dollar Tree stuff. Okay, I found this one. I know there's like a whole stack of these available, um, different kinds, but this was the only one that I found. Oh, and let me go back to something that you thrift. Look at these. This is from, I think, a dollar store also. I don't think it was Dollar Tree. It might have been Dollar General, I'm thinking, when they had a lot of $1 items. But one of these has already been used. But you can't beat this for like eight different skeins of thread for $1, right? Yeah. Okay, back to this. This was Dollar Tree. I haven't even opened it yet, but I was going to use it for like markers and pens and things like that. I tried to find some that were like the pretty ones that had like the fruits, but I haven't seen any of those. The only other one I saw had some like, I want to say it was like some smiley faces, but they were not really smiling. Okay, now this was something that I found at Ollie's, OLLIE''S. And that store is like, sometimes it's a really great find. You find some really great items, and then sometimes you find nothing. And this particular day that I went in there, they had this houseplant sticker book. It says 100 plus stickers. I haven't even opened this yet. Let me open it so we can take a look. And as you can see, this is like from American Crafts. So I'm thinking this must be either like a buyout from American Crafts when they cleared out their warehouses, or something that they thought they couldn't sell in their vault sales, or possibly from Joann's, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, these are nice. Oh, wait a minute, this just fell apart. Whoa. All right, let's try this again. Okay, it goes like this. Okay. Oh yes, these are nice. Buy more plants. Plants are friends. Me and my buds. Plant parent. All about growth. Plants for sale. These are nice. You're right, Miss Nan. God never changes. We change, but God never changes. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, right? Rooting for you. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, this is actually a pretty nice purchase. It was only $1. Can't beat that. All right, I'm going to be all over the place today, so you just have to bear with me. This is something that I had received. I found it, and I had kept it because it was so beautiful. But this was a card that I had received from a precious lady. I'm not sure if she's still here. Not meaning that, here in town, but here on earth, because she was an old veteran. She was a veteran in the faith, and she was from Okinawa. And she had given me this for Christmas one year. And it's just beautiful. It's got that beautiful, I forget, it's like some kind of knotting. And it's got these beautiful papers in it. These are types of things that you normally can find only like in Japan or Okinawa, or I think I've seen some of these at Daiso, but they're not anything as intricate as these. And I know that well, if she's still around, I'm not sure if she is. I haven't seen her in many years, but she loved music and she loved God. She loved the Lord. And she loved sharing her culture with those that didn't know anything about her culture. All right, just something random. This was like an old bag that I found. Again, this was probably something I had said that I was going to use sometime later. This is probably 30 years old, right? Look at some of these prints of these little bows. But I'll use this around Christmas time. So it's like, junk journalists never throw anything away, right? Okay, back to Ollie's. No, I'm sorry. Let's go shopping at Dollar Tree. This is what I found at Dollar Tree. And did I find let me see if I can find some more Dollar Tree. Oh yes, found this. That was at Dollar Tree. And this was at Dollar Tree. Is that everything I found at Dollar Tree? I think. Yeah. All right, so I found these acrylic markers. They say multi-surface and they're bullet. They don't have the two, like one would be bullet and one would be brush style. They didn't have that on these. So it's just one style of marking. But these were $1.25. Paper, ceramic, wood, metal, glass, fabric, stone, plus more. So we'll have to open these up and try them. This was something that I had received as a gift, but I know it came from Dollar Tree. These are acrylic craft paints. This one is metallic, but these are like neutral colors. So 6 different colors for $1.25. And then this was the last thing. A diamond painting bookmark. And it's got all of everything that you need to do a real quick bookmark. Actually, it would sit like this when it's all finished. Yeah, this is really pretty. It's got an orange background, but other than that, I mean, I love this. Okay, back to Ollie's. I found these. These were $1. They're chalk markers, and supposedly you can use these to print on chalkboards, mirrors, glass, and other non-porous surfaces to remove, wipe with a damp cloth. Well, I was just using these on paper. And as you can see, one of them is missing, the blue one, because it had no ink. So that's the only bad thing about Ollie's, is that it's kind of hit and miss, because sometimes you can find things really at a good price. Like this is $1. And I know that this brand, Pop, I want to say they sell these at Target. But this was from 2024, so I don't know if it had gotten hot or had been put in a place where it just dried out. So yeah, this one was 5 out of the 6 were working though. Okay. Oh, I'm back to Dollar Tree. So these I found. I had been searching for these. You know how you always get like those wish lists, and you see someone hauling something, and it's like, oh, I wish I could find that. And so I did find them. It took me a while to find them. Let me go back and let me backtrack a little bit. These over here, what was I showing you? These I said were from Ollie's, right? This is something that I had made using those colors. I used all of them, and then I started using some other colors, Sharpie pens, to do these. But yeah, the yellows are really, really vibrant, right? I usually don't post these things I do on YouTube. I usually post these on Instagram, but this was using these fine liners. So they have a nice color to them. They have some good pigment. I don't know how long they'll last, but so far so good. This one was using, I think this was using Sharpies. Here we go. This is another one that I had done using the fine liners. I've been using the fine liners to do this, and this one too. These are what you do on those evenings where it's like you're watching some program or music program or a sermon or something, and you're trying to keep your mind, relaxed. I'll work on these. Like, this doesn't look relaxing, but it can be. And then this was, these were also using these fine liners. So if you can find these for $1.25, you get 12 markers. And they have a really good pigment to them. They have some lasting power. So far, so good. These were using more of these neutral, I don't know what you want to call these, like the modern colors. And then this was the primary, or the neon and primary colors. That was this page. And they're not perfect. Like this one I had seen someone doing, I guess they were doing it in all black, but I like color. So, and I'm even messed up. I messed up right here, you can tell, because your goal is to try to get them to meet up at like singular points. Well, this one, that one was kind of a little mistake there, but other than that, I'm having fun. And these are the primarily markers that I used for this one. This one and this one. Yeah. So if you can find them, they're worth it. They're definitely worth it. Okay, now this one, all I have is the packaging. I don't have the actual spray, the sanitizer with me. But this, you normally can find at Dollar Tree. It's those square packages, square hand sanitizer sprays. And they have like all the different flavors, or scents, I should say. This one was, I think it was called a lemon, sweet lemon. And this one was actually $1 from Dollar General. This one was a Dollar General purchase. So they have them at Dollar General also if you can't find them at Dollar Tree. Because I know in my town, Dollar Tree was like, I think people were just like buying the entire case. As soon as it came in, you would think that, oh, someone said, oh, they're in our store, and you go there and there's nothing. So sometimes you have to like shop around. So this one was from Dollar General. So if you can't find them at Dollar Tree, those are those square spray sanitizers. Try your Dollar General. You might get lucky there. Okay, so I'm going to switch to Five Below. And believe me, I don't spend. I try not to spend a lot of money on things that are not things that I need, because we need to eat, we need to pay for gas, we need to pay bills and things like that. But these are like fun things, and so I often look for like the best price ever. So I do look at Amazon. I don't really purchase a lot at Amazon because I'm finding that a lot of things that seem like an awesome deal at Amazon, you find them somewhere else and it's like only half the price. And this is one of the examples. These are some jewelry pieces. They're charms and chains. And I'm going to open this one up so we can look at it. I was looking at these things on Amazon, and the lowest price that I could find of anything like this was like $9 or $10. And I'm thinking, wow, I don't know if I really want to spend $10 on some charms that I really can't look at before I buy them. I'm one of those, like, I need to touch and feel things. I want to touch and feel this stuff before I actually put my money down for something. So these were only $5 at Five Below. So we've got these little blue. They look like four-leaf. They're trying to be four-leaf clovers, but they're kind of a bluish color. They've got some swans. These look like little moons. Some red hearts. These look like little clouds. And these are, little smiley faces. Oh, those are cute. Those are nice, happy-go-lucky. Then we have, what is in here? This looks like a horse. I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to check. I'm going to have to research that one. I might have to get rid of that one. I don't know what that is. All right, this one looks like a sea turtle. And then looks like a little bit of chain. No, these are jump rings. Some chain. Oh, this is cute. These are some, what do you call it? Palm trees? Yeah, those are nice. And this one looks like the face of a fox. Looks like some elephants. And these are some, is that a dolphin? I think that's a dolphin. And then a couple of, looks like lobster claws. And over here, these look like some flowers. They have some texture. This one, what is this? Does anybody know what that is? It looks like a C and it looks like a J. I have to research that one too. I might have to throw those away. I don't want to, I try not to keep and hold on to things that like have like some kind of secular or demonic or something like that. Something I don't want to be like, definitely, I don't want to be advertising that. Okay, that looks like a little crown. Looks like a little diamond, faceted diamond, shape, star. Oh, this one looks like a star, but it's trying to show, well, it's kind of backwards, but it's showing like stars and stripes maybe. Some shells. I don't know if you can see those. Those are some little bows. And a key. And then, oh, I like this one. It's got a little, like a little leaf. This one, Miss Nan, I don't know if that's a music. Is that a musical note? It's not a treble clef sign. Maybe it's a C clef sign. I'm gonna have to check that out. You know, like for viola or something. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. But all in all, you get 110 pieces for $5. You can't beat that, because I know that sometimes Dollar Tree often has those little charm packets. Well, they only have like 4 charms, and they're $1.25. So doing the math there, that's not, the math isn't mathing, you know how they say. But 110 pieces for $5, can't beat that. Cannot beat that. And then I'm seeing that they're showing even more types of kits, and they'll have like all the silver, and some have like even like the tools that you use, the little pliers. So if you have a Five Below in your area, you might want to check and see if you can find that. Okay, then this is something I have been looking for a while, and they were sold out at my store. I'd gone to the website at Five Below, and they were saying only one left at the store. I'm going, am I going to make it to go out there? So I thought, I'll go out there and see, because I was on this hunt for this and these 2 things. And thankfully, they had a brand new stock of these. So these are 8-count color fountain pens for $5. And I had been looking for fountain pens through the Dollar Tree, because I had seen so many people, and that's probably for the last year and a half, I had seen people hauling fountain pens. I think they were black ink though. And supposedly these have 8 different colors. The ink cartridges, I think, shows the ink cartridge is the color of the barrel of the pen. So this is something I'm going to try. Fountain pens. I remember fountain pens. These were like the kinds of specialty pens that my dad used to carry. He had beautiful handwriting. I don't know if, I know they say that, men don't usually have beautiful handwriting, but my dad, he had beautiful handwriting, and he liked to use fountain pens. I remember he would take them with us to church, and he would write all of his notes when the preacher was doing his sermon, and his notes were always beautiful. I'm going to see if I can find them. I know I have a few of them somewhere, but my dad loved fountain pens, and I understand now why men always had to have those pocket protectors. I don't know if you remember those, because once the ink comes out of those suckers, oh my goodness, they really can ruin a shirt. They can really ruin a shirt. So I'm going to try these out. It's got some instructions here, and do you see how small the print is on these? So yeah, I'm going to have to take my time and try these out. I'll have to let you guys know how those are looking. All right, now back to Ollie's. I had been watching, and her name is, oh my goodness, it's not Barbara. Treasure Books, Natasha with Treasure Books. And she was talking about how it's sometimes better to have tools versus just supplies, because tools you can use over and over and over and over and over again, right? Whereas supplies, like stickers, once you use it, you can't reuse the sticker over and over and over again, right? So I've kind of kept that in the back of my mind. So when I look for things, I tend to look for now tools versus things that you use once and can never use again, right? So this was something I had seen, and this is from American Crafts, and it was only $1. So I thought, okay, this is something I can use over and over and over and over again, and the value is not lost on it, right? Unless you, for some reason, put it in something that you can't save, like some type of ink or something. And then I found these, and I thought, oh, I like these. These were also $1. I like Family Time, although this tea looks kind of like out of sync there. I'm gonna have to check that out. It's got the word blessed. I like that. Beautiful, celebrate, choose happy. I wish it had the word joy. That's the one thing I didn't see on here. But it's got happy day, hello, heart, best friends, welcome, love, blessed, family time, thank you, beautiful, celebrate, grateful. Yeah, that's a good one. But I thought these you can use over and over and over again. And this was $1 from Ollie's. Okay, this was something I had seen as well. let's go ahead and open it. Oh, and these two. Let me talk about these real quick. These are the types of things that Natasha from Treasure Books was talking about. How once you use it, then you have to like restock yourself and get more. But these were $1, and I thought, oh, these are nice. It says this one looks like it's sea themed. Take me to the sea. It's got some puffy stickers here. So it's got 53 pieces for $1. So that's less than what, 2 cents? 2 cents each. I figured you can't beat that. And I don't go to the sea often because I'm kind of in a landlocked area. But when I do go to the ocean, I would like to journal about it. And so this would be nice to have. Gone sailing. It's got the anchor there. So I like those, and then this one I like as well. This one was this one was only $1. This one's only $1. It says let's explore. Oh, it's got like, see, I like words that say joy. So joy of the journey, and that's for real. That's true. In life itself, you have to find joy in the journey. So we have Tokyo, see the world, travel, passport. I can say that I've been to Tokyo, have not been to London. World travel, and has got the little where to next. And this one was 55 pieces. These are puffy stickers, and it looks like die cuts. Let's open these. Okay, so let's explore. Oh, we got the little navigational map piece there. Oh, this one's got some foiling to it. Time for an adventure. Looks like a map. Camera. Compass. Some more die cuts here in Tokyo. I like that one. Passport. Let's go. Adventure, world travel, Paris. I've not been to Paris. I'm not quite sure if I want to go to Paris. Heard lots of beautiful things about that place, but I don't have any family there. I don't know anyone myself that has actually gone there and traveled and has like experiences that they can share about Paris. Okay, I'll put those away later. Okay, this one was from also Ollie's, and it was $1. It's 12 papers, and sometimes when you're at Ollie's and you go to the $1 table, and you just see like all this stuff, and it's like you just start picking things up and start shoving it in your cart, then you kind of have to like rethink it after the fact, because 50 things for $1 is still $50, right? So sometimes you have to like, let me just pare down what I picked up. But this one, I did not scan through this before I picked it up, because when it was Maggie Holmes, it was 12 papers, and I did not realize that these were double-sided pieces of paper. So 12 pieces of paper for $1. I thought that was a pretty good deal, and it looks like you get 2. And I'm looking here. So there's some nice cutouts here. Oh, this is pretty. So that's what it looks like on the front. This is what it looks like on the back. That's pretty too. Okay, we've got some scripting here. It looks like on some, is that ledger paper? Oh, and then this is the actual ledger page. Nice. Really nice. This one's pretty too. As you can tell, I like florals a lot. Okay, this looks like some weathered wood grain. Kind of, but then it looks like it's got some ledger. Like a whisper of that ledger in the background. Beautiful. This is, oh, it's got even like some ledger here in the background of this too. This one's nice. And then this one looks like some horses. What's on the back side of this? Oh, yes. This is nice too. It's got that vintage feel to it. And some like mixed media in here. It says, love this. Definitely. And then this last one is, I only got one of these. But, all right, well, it's a camera. And then this print on the back. What? How did I not get two of these? Did I not get two of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, well then that's why it was $1 and at Ollie's, right? But all in all, 11 papers for $1. Still a good deal, right? Still a good deal. Okay. Let's see. Also found this. It was $1 at Ollie's. I've got some washi tape that I'm going to have to go through and start throwing away because it's sticking to itself now. But this one was like birthday themed. It's got some little hearts here, celebrate, some cupcakes, confetti, happy birthday to you, and the candles at the bottom. So this was nice for $1. It's a Pebbles washi tape. I found this at Ollie's, and it was Draper James paper roll, 20 inches by 30 inches, and it was $1.99. I haven't opened this one. I'll probably open this one at some point in time. I'll probably be using it for one of my collaging, maybe as a background page. But I like finding papers that I cannot readily recreate myself on my printer. And this would eat up a lot of ink if I try to recreate something like this with the navy blue and then the dark green with these cream flowers. It's not easy to do on a printer. And then this one I've seen a lot of people hauling. It's the cherries on the pink background. And this one, it says it's $2 here, gift wrap. But at Ollie's, it was $1. And I've been hearing that this is something that they typically sell at Five Below, I think is what I heard somebody saying. But I figured these would make nice background pages and collages too. So that was $1 per purchase. And how much was that? This one was 20 square feet. So that's like what, 20 pieces of paper? 12 by 12 papers? 20 12 by 12 papers for $1. So can't beat that. Just a few more things. I take that back. More than a few things. I found these labels at Ollie's, and they were $1. And I know that I don't have 85 people that I need to send packages to, but what I was thinking of doing is folding this in half, and I'm going to try it because I've got a punch that you can use to make tabs. So I was thinking about folding it in half this way and not using this part of it, but this part to make tabs that are sticker tabs to put like on the side of, like your Bible or a journal or a book or whatever you're making, or maybe even using this print. We'll see. I'll have to try it and show you guys later. Oh, Miss Dan, Ollie's it's kind of like a Big Lots. I don't know if you've heard of Big Lots or Odd Lots, but I know that in our area, the Big Lots all closed, and Ollie's kind of took over. They just kind of like swooped in and took over. They handle like closeouts, overstock. Their buyers apparently buy like the things that are like you would find either like through Wayfair or through like Big Lots or Odd Lots and things like that. And so I think when Joann's had their close last year? When Joann's did their closeout, I think Ollie's buyers bought like a big portion of their warehouse, their merchandise, because right after that, probably like 3 months after, Joann's had their closeout, you started seeing all of this American craft stuff and a lot of unbranded things at the Ollie store. So yeah, I like going there because, like I said, it's either you find a whole lot of things that you really want and need, or you find nothing at all. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt or a treasure hunt every time you go out there. speaking of scavenger hunt, this was something I had seen somebody hauling, and I thought, oh, they're never going to have it at my house. One of the things that I was looking for, and I was looking for and looking for, and they never had it, was a paper, not paper mache, but where you make your own paper. Like you take like paper pulp, and then you put it through like this. I forget what the thing's called, but it's the thing that you slide it back and forth, and then the water seeps through like a screening, and then you lay out the wet papers, that soggy stuff, the pulp, and it dries into paper. And yes, a screen. And so then what happens is they were selling them. I saw people hauling it for $1, and I had seen that kit. I want to say at Michael's for like $30 at $1, and I looked and looked and looked and never found it. So it's like, oh well, my loss. I must not. God must have known that I really, really, really wasn't going to like be serious about making paper, or it just wasn't meant for me to do. So, and so that's what I felt when I was seeing people hauling diamond art. It's like, they're never going to have this in my store. But then I saw this, and it was $3.99. So $3.99 for a diamond art kit. And I'm thinking, wow, this one, when it's finished, it's 9 by 12. So what's it going to be? It's probably going to be, this is 8, so it's going to be 9 by 12. So about this size from here to here, and then the whole width. So it's going to be nice, and I think it's the entire page, or the entire piece is going to be with the diamond art. And I started finding out about diamond art through Dollar Tree, I think. And I don't think they can call it diamond art, because diamond art is, I think, exclusively to this brand. It's like a trademark name, I think. So I think they have to call it gem art. So yeah, this was a really nice find. And I didn't even get to this. My goal was to get to this by Mother's Day, and it just didn't happen. We're already going into June. But this will probably be something I'll work on over the slowly. I won't try to like do it all in one sitting. I know some people will like, I know my sister's like that with her puzzle making. Sometimes you just want to sit there and do the puzzle until it's completed. This one's going to be one of those. It's like, do a little bit here and then take a break and then do a little bit again. So yeah, this was a good find. Okay, and I remember I said only had things. Yeah. Back to Dollar Tree. I found these. I don't know if they're going to work with my sewing machine, because I know that I have a brother, so I'm hoping that it will work. But these were some really nice colors. They had like the bright orange and the bright yellow, green. This teal color is really pretty. Red and pink, hot pink, and then light pink. So yeah, I'm going to, even if these don't fit inside my bobbin, this is what I was telling somebody. I said, even if this does not fit in the bobbin case in my sewing machine, I can still use it as the top stitching thread, right? I can just have this sit on the top and have it feed through that. But I just thought these were really, really pretty colors. Okay. A few more things. I promise this time. This is from Five Below. 21 illustration markers, and they were $5. And I thought, this is a pretty good deal. Let me take a couple out. Let me see. Let me just pull up my composition book here. We'll do some testing here. So it's got two different kinds of tips. Let's see, what does it say? A broad tip and a fine tip. So the fine tip, this is what I noticed about this one, is that it's really hard to get this off. I don't think it's, yeah, I have these double paged. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah, these are nice and juicy. So these are illustration markers. I don't know how these would look on dark print or like black paper, because it doesn't say that they're, okay, these are alcohol-based ink. They may not work like on black paper, I don't think. But yeah, when I tried these out earlier, they're really nice. So this was a good purchase. And none of these were dry. They were all nice and juicy. These were made in Vietnam. From Five Below. Okay, and then this I found at Ollie's. And so Ollie's, it's recollections, so that means it came probably originally was made for Michael's. Does it say how much? 680 pieces. And this one was so nice that I bought multiples of it. I gave one to my sister. And I asked her, I said, did you flip through your booklet I gave you? She goes, oh, they're beautiful. I was like, okay. Yeah, but these are so nice. They have the garden theme, the flowers. This was a nice find. Because, at the store, at Michael's, this would not be $1, right? Oh, that one has foiling on it, too. And this one looks like watercolor. Yeah. So this one was a really nice find. And then this was the last thing. No, I take that. I keep saying this is the last thing, and it's not. It is not. Some more stamps. I like this one, this little, I think that's a sheep, or that might be an alpaca. It's hard to say. And I like the butterfly and the little flower. Cute. This one was really nice. And this one was only $1, and see how it's at American Crafts. Okay. This one was from Dollar Tree. Was it Dollar Tree or was it? Yes, this one was from Dollar Tree. I'm getting confused because I know they had some stuff like this also at Five Below. Okay, but these were really cute. I had opened, these were from like around Easter. So these are kind of like the kawaii things. Teacher, dancer, carpenter, cyclist, farmer, mail carrier, painter, doctor, firefighter, and old bunny. So yeah, these were cute. These are easy things to like just to add to a junk journal to put in a pocket. So I thought those were nice. So they had old bunny, bunny showdown, and then hearts, which I'm guessing is, oh yeah, it's a war card game. So those are from Dollar Tree. I found this at Dollar Tree, and I don't know if you can see, they're like crafting stickers. Like you have a pair of scissors, some paint, looks like jet black ink, knitting needles, glue. I think create amazing things, creative mess. And I think these are like duplicates. This to this, here and here, and then creative mess. Yeah, but this one was really nice. I thought, oh, this fits my life. And then I found these. These are hard to find also. They're hit or miss. These are those button envelope plastic envelopes. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're very thin, but they have this little snap on here. Yeah, does it snap? Yeah, it snaps pretty good. And you can use it to store your projects, the things that you're working on. So they have this big one, which is 13 1/4 by 9 3/8. 9 3/8. So that's the bigger one. And then the smaller one, it is 9 1/4 by 6 1/4. So 9 by 6 virtually would fit in there. So this one was a nice simple find. And then I'm thinking I'm almost done, and I found a whole other stack of stuff to show. I will speed it up. I found these at Dollar Tree. They're the Centos gel pens. I've got coloring book, Birds and Butterflies. This one was $1.99. Oh, and it even gives you ideas on how to color them in. So yeah, this was $1.99. This was from Ollie's, and it was $2.99, and it has over 300 Sudoku puzzles. Yeah, and it's got the answer keys in the back. So looks like this is normally $6.99. In Canada, $12.99. So $2.99, $3. This will last a good long while. This one was from Dollar Tree, and it was the paper dolls. It's got like all the different, these are like punch outs. Are they punch outs? Yeah, they're punch outs. So it's got like all the different designs of dresses. Even it looks like it's even got the hair pieces. And then it's got the doll here in the back that you punch out. This one was $1.25. And I know that there was another, at least one or two more others. This one's all like blossoms, so that they're all like fashioned after flowers. But they had another one, I think they were fashioned after bugs or something like that. And I didn't care for that. But this one, I like this one. I'm not even into paper dolls, but that grabbed my attention. This was from Ollie's, and it was 99 cents, and it is a Mr. Pen mesh pencil case. And it looks like, I have two of these. I already opened one, and I've been using it. I'm keeping it in my work bag. And it looks like a taco. Even one of my, it was funny because my cousin was saying, that looks like a taco. I said, it does, doesn't it? But yeah, it's a Mr. Pen mesh pencil case, and it was only 99 cents. And I thought that was a pretty good deal for Mr. Pen. I needed some of these because when I have a student I have them working on an assignment, I'll have them put one of these on there to help them remember to turn to that page in their books. But it was $1.99. I'm thinking that's a pretty good deal for Post-it brand tabs. And then this was from Dollar Tree. Like, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you, Miss Nan. See you later. The pins they had were 3 for $1.25. So I thought, oh man, that's an awesome deal. And you don't have to use them in your hair. You can put them on journals and things like that. And now to the last thing. This was from Ollie's, and it was a hot glue gun, and it was $4.99. And what I like about this one is that it has an on and off switch. I have one of those cheap ones where you only have you only know it's on when it's plugged in, and it's on. So I wanted to get this one because I really want to be able to work on something, be able to turn it off and turn it on. Leave it plugged in, but just know that I have it turned off. Okay, guys, so this was everything that I had. This was like my supposedly no buying spree. I was not supposed to buy anything this year, but yet I did, and so this is everything. So I should be good for the rest of the year now. In any case, I enjoyed spending time with you guys here today. Let me know if there's something that you'd like me to do like a tutorial on, like if you want me to test out some markers or test out stamps or test out the hot glue gun. One last thing, and this is something that you can request for free. So as you don't necessarily need to buy anything. You can always just request things free in the mail. And this is one of them. This was a seed catalog, and it was for this year. And it's just a way of getting free pictures, right? Even this is pretty. I'm not really into faces, but this one's really nice. It's got like the flowers and the butterflies, and it was totally free. So check that out. Look up free catalog, seed catalog, And that way, here in the States, you can just request to have them send it to you. And you never know, you might find something that you really like to actually order. And if you don't, that's okay. You still have all of these beautiful pictures to use. So you got like fruits and vegetables and greenery and flowers and things like that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on the next video. Until then, take care. God bless. Bye for now.